Yes, sir. Hi, so I'm Tanner from Globe Life, like we talked about. Spoke to you about benefits through your union. Is Taryn there with you?
Yeah, she's rare.
Awesome. Okay, great. So I have your benefits here. I really love that they have us using Zoom. It'll make things go by a lot faster. So don't worry, I'm not going to take up too much of your time here.
Perfect.
Let me go ahead and get this set up while I'm getting started here, just so we're not strangers anymore. Let me learn a little bit about you. Where you from, Blake?
Right now we live in Stephenville.
Stephenville? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend that went to Tarleton for a little while, so I've been
Oh,
up there a
nice.
couple.
Nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Great place.
Yeah, did you grow up out here or out there in Stephenville?
No, we actually moved around quite a bit growing up. My dad was a coach,
Oh, okay.
and
What do you
so
coach?
we he coached everything. Football, basketball, track, golf, tennis, softball.
Texas man.
Yeah, he coached everything. I mean, everything shy of swimming, you know.
Yeah.
But he
Okay.
coached everything. He was my basketball coach growing up, my football coach growing up, and so yeah, we moved around a lot.
Well,
So
that's cool though that you got to do it with him.
oh yeah, I loved it.
Uh,
Loved it.
what about Taryn? Is she from around there?
She grew up in the Big Spring area and she uh graduated from a little bitty town called Borden County.
Okay. Oh, hey, little guy.
Can you say hi? Okay.
Hi.
Get mama. Go get mama.
All right, Blake. So I know you're dying to know. So let me tell you just exactly why I'm visiting with you and what I'm actually going to do. So my job here is just to go over some no-cost benefits. They've already been set up for you. And then after that, I'm going to go over some additional benefits that you might qualify for. My company, American Income, we work with over 20,000 different local labor unions, credit unions, associations all throughout the country. And look, whether you might like the unions, you might not like them. Every one thing everyone can agree on is that they do have the best benefits. A big reason for that is because of their relationship with us, American Income, for the past 60 plus years. And as you can imagine here, they got me running around like crazy. So let me go ahead and just get this started. Jump into your no cost benefits first. All right, Blake. Were you at the meeting where they talked about the program?
Uh Probably I don't remember, man.
Yeah, no worries. Do you remember the letter you got?
Uh no.
Yeah, it's all good. It's no worries. Well, when you did get that letter, you returned a card, and I got that card here. And in the letter, it said that you'd be contacted by someone to get those benefits set up. So that's me.
Okay.
I am sorry that it's taken this long to get out to you. I do apologize for that.
It's okay.
Um, but American Income, like I said, we work with over 20,000 different local labor unions, credit unions, and associations throughout the U.S. So my job is just to review those benefits that are already set up for you, and then after that, I'll help review the paperwork on your permanent benefits if we can get you qualified.
Okay.
Alrighty. All right, Blake. So this first benefit for you is the AIL Plus discount card. How are your benefits through work?
They're pretty good. I have no complaints. So
That's good. Well, you're absolutely gonna love this then. I'm sure you know by now that you can't fully rely on the group benefits since you don't control them and they can change at any time. So this no cost benefit will help with some of those gaps by giving you up to about 85% discount on things as far as dental, vision, prescription drugs, hearing aids, telemedicine, and chiropractic services. So your membership does require an annual renewal, and that's also at no cost to you. We'll let you know when it's time to renew, so you won't even have to think about it. And people always tell me that they didn't really think they'd use it all that much, and then we do it, they get it, and they ended up coming back and saying they used it much more than they thought they would. So again, it's at no cost, but it's good to get the extra peace of mind for you. So you will receive an activation email within the next few days, so just be on the lookout for that, Blake.
okay.
Awesome. And then I'm going to jump into the no cost accidental death and dismemberment certificate. So, Blake, this is a living benefit that pays you $2,000 for the loss of one hand, one foot, or sight in one eye, and then doubles that amount up to $4,000 for the loss of any two. So, Blake, for you, this is a death benefit that would pay $4,000 should Taryn die in an accident. I know I say that, and you're probably thinking $4,000 doesn't seem like all the money in the world, but if Taryn died, her paycheck goes with it, right? So you can see the
Right.
value,
For
of course.
sure.
Alrighty. Blake, I do need to get two emergency contacts on here. That's just in case of the event that you and Taryn were to die together in a common accident. It would be wise if they live in Texas, are over the age of 18, and are not living in your home. So
Okay.
who's your first emergency contact?
The first one will be my brother. His name is Barrett.
Barrett. That's cool. Is it same last name?
Yeah, Thomason, Thomasson. And Barrett is spelled
Awesome.
Barrett.
Awesome. And can I get Barrett's phone number off you?
It's 325 660 4509.
Awesome. And who's your second emergency
My
contact,
second
Blake?
one will be my other brother, Caleb, Caleb.
And can I get Caleb's phone number?
Is 325 660 8751. I believe that's
51 was the last two.
8753. Sorry, 8753.
Gotcha. Glad we double checked there. All right. So again, I just collected those emergency contacts to get those benefits out to them in the case that you and Taryn were to both die. So Blake, if you can do me a favor real quick and grab your phone out, just if something happens, you're gonna need our local office number.
Okay.
Alrighty, you ready for the number?
Mm-hmm.
Office number here is 832
Mm-hmm.
327 0800.
Okay. And who is this?
That is our office number for Globe Life American Income.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, so Blake, so your family gets that money that they're entitled to. I'm going to be calling those emergency contacts personally so they know what to do in the event of a claim. So if you
Okay.
could please give them, I'm sorry?
I said okay.
Okay. So yeah, if you could just please give them a heads up that they'll be hearing from me. In addition, if they choose, they will also have the access to these same benefits thanks to you.
Cool.
Alrighty. Okay, now Blake, this policy is just on you. But the second part of this benefit is that you can extend this up to your closest family members and friends at no cost to you or them. So how this works, let's say, God forbid, your brother Barrett was to die in an accident. A $2,000 policy, just like yours, will pay out to his family at no cost to you or them. So all you're doing is giving them the option here to take advantage of this same way you are right now. The ability to extend it, though, is tied to my visit with you today because of your enrollment period. We got this 24 hours to get this done. So it's important not to prejudge anyone's situation. Let them decide for themselves, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So Blake, they give you that $20,000 worth of this benefit, which means you can extend it up to 10 families to sponsor them in. Obviously, your mercy contacts will be included. So Barrett, Caleb, they're taken care of. So that leaves you with eight more. So you mentioned that you're close with your dad. Any of
Yeah.
Taryn's family or anyone that you want to extend these benefits out to?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you said this is at no cost to them, right? So they're not gonna have to buy anything.
Correct.
Okay. Awesome. Let's do my sister,
Alrighty.
Callie, Callie.
And is that the same last name, or is she married, or
She's married. She's a Heckman, Heckman.
heck?
Yeah. What the
Alrighty.
heck, man? Uh, let's do um let's do Taryn's brother, Tony. Yeah, is that what you want to do? Okay. Tony Soto, Soto.
Got it. Who's next?
Um um let's go with her Taryn's other sister, Christina.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's Christina. And then let's go with how many is that?
That is 3-5 with your emergency contacts. But really quick, what was Christina's last name?
Soto.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then
All
let's
right.
go with Man, I can't think of any more.
All right, yeah, that's no worries. But so yeah, you got Callie, Tony, and Christina, and then Barrett and Caleb. So you got them sponsored in to accept these benefits if they want to as well.
Okay.
All right, cool. So Blake, just please make sure to give the your sister, your brother, and Taryn's family, just please make sure to give them the a call or a text, letting them know that I'll be calling them in the next few days here. As long as they have a heads up, they're happier. But if I call them, they don't know who I am or why I'm calling. They get a little confused most of the time, and
Right.
they'll be upset with both of us. So please, 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 just remember if you can to let them know. Can you make sure to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, Blake. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and jump into reviewing the exclusive benefits that you have to qualify for. So all the families and people that I see love this part of the program, and it is why 20,000 different groups handpicked American Income to handle the permanent and portable benefits for the past 60 plus years. So next time, so next time you're at your group, just make sure you thank them for getting this set up for you.
Okay.
All right, Blake. So I'm gonna start here with my needs analysis software. The reason most people don't have the right coverage is they honestly just they don't know what they actually need. This software here is designed to expose any concerns or gaps that you may have. So what I'm going to do is just ask some questions from the survey, and then based on that info, it may or may not make recommendations. If it does make some, I'll definitely review those with you, and if it doesn't, then we got nothing to review.
Cool.
All right, before I do that, Blake, let me show you my license information here in the state of Texas. I am a licensed professional insurance agent here in the state. Um, got that. So before I jump into the survey, I just have three quick preliminary qualifications to review with you. All right, so first, you must be a member of an authorized group or sponsored by someone who is. You're good here. We've got you through your union. And then second, you must have an active checking account with a bank or credit union that is a physical brick and mortar building.
Okay.
Okay, so do you bank at who do you bank with?
Oh, First Financial Bank.
Okay, and they got a physical building out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Like
And then
in
have
my town.
okay, cool. And then have you or anyone in your household been diagnosed with COVID-19 in the last 12 months?
No.
Awesome. Good to hear. All right, Blake. So these are the needs analysis questions. Number one, we got the biggest concerns that families deal with when it comes to handling the concerns is affordability. So they have this set up where if these are concerns, it would be based on a 1 hour's wage per week to make sure it's accurate. Just what is your ballpark figure of your monthly income?
I make about $8,000 a month.
All right. Got that. And then I know this isn't your typical evening conversation, Blake, but have you or Taryn thought about whether you want to do a funeral or a cremation?
Actually, yeah. We both want to be cremated.
Awesome. Okay, Blake. Now I see a lot of families, and some of them will get life insurance outside of work because you know what happens to the group benefits, right?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know what you
Okay, so do you have any life insurance outside of your work?
No, not right now.
Okay, perfect. And do you get any death benefits through your work?
Um, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. And where y'all are at right now, Blake, do you rent or own that place?
We're actually in like a special situation. We don't rent or own. Like it's just kind of like a we live there for free kind of deal. It's like a
Sweet.
parsonage through the church. So
Okay, awesome. Uh, Alrighty. And then about how much debt aside, or well, you don't have any debt for the house. So about how much debt do you think ballpark that y'all would have racked up right now?
maybe
That's financing cars, credit cards,
oh yeah,
anything like
like
that.
our cars, we would have about 50,000 together, and then credit cards would be about $7 or $8,000. So 60,000, 65,000.
All right, gotcha. And then have you guys started saving for your kids' college education fund yet?
No, we have not.
Gotcha. All right, Blake. So before I go any further here, it looks like the needs analysis did find a couple of gaps there in your coverage. So I have this mandatory read-off letter for you here. It just explains how the enrollment process works. Um, Blake, instead of reading this whole thing, let me just summarize it for you. Uh, Basically, all it's saying is that if I'm going through the benefits, you're like nodding your head and you're thinking like, wow, these are great benefits. I could definitely use them. Then I'm just gonna ask you to sign up for it. And then on the flip side, if I'm going through these and you're kind of thinking great benefits, but you don't need them or don't want them, then I'll just simply ask you not to apply. Either way, yes or no, the decision does have to be made today during your enrollment period, and just in fairness to all the other members waiting to enroll. So you'll see what they did though is they set it up to be an easy no-brainer. It's gonna be easy yes or no. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Blake, whatever you do decide to do, yes or no, they do ask that you give your opinion in a Google review, which is pretty much just my report card. And I am trying to get that 5-star rating every time, so it's important to me that you stop me if you have any questions or if I'm not clarifying anything enough. Will you stop me if you have questions?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, Blake. So as you know, over the years we go through contract negotiations and benefits changes at work. It's the way it goes, it's give and take. Lately, it seems like we're paying a lot more and getting a lot less. The company has a labor advisory board of 50 international union presidents whose main job is to provide the best wages and benefits for their members. So, from their feedback, along with feedback from members like you, they came up with a list of concerns that apply to all working families, whether they're union or not. All right. So, that list of concerns, the first one we hear about. First one we hear about is the co-pays, deductibles, and lost wages. That base, like I said before, health insurance and group benefits are great, but they don't cover everything. So this program will pay you up to $100 every time you go into the doctor, urgent care, or hospital for any accident or injury. That could be a bump, bruise, or a bee sting, doesn't matter. If you end up overnight in the hospital, it'll pay you $200 per day that you're there. And then double that for intensive care for any reason. And if you end up in the ICU, it's $400 per day that you're there. So let's say you have an accident and end up in the hospital for 5 days. By having this benefit in place, that would pay you out $1,000 tax-free. So considering that you're not working and making money, this money will help take care of your bills. And then on top of that, you're also going to get $10,000 for the loss of one hand, foot, or sight in one eye. And then for loss of two hands, foot, or sight in both eyes, they're going to double that up to 20,000. And the last part of the benefit is the part that provides an additional 20 to $100,000 accidental death benefit, depending on the type of accident. As you can see with your current job, none of this is covered. All right, and then all right, the next concern, Blake, this one has to do with the funeral and final expenses. There is a 100% chance that you'll use this one. The Freedom of Choice certificate, it'll take care of the financial burden so that your family doesn't have to. Freedom of Choice has already been set up with every funeral home. Your Freedom of Choice certificate is worth $30,000. So the funeral home director will simply call that number on the front of the certificate, and American Income, us, will take care of everything for you, including sending the remaining money to your family tax-free. So they're using a permanent benefit to fund your freedom of choice. That way it's there when and not if your family needs it. So Blake, on the worst day of your life, could you see how this would make things easier for you?
Absolutely.
Right? So right now you don't have anything like this in place. And then next on the list of concerns is the paycheck loss. So like Blake, if something was to happen to Taryn, you're probably gonna miss her, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so. But after a few weeks that go by, aside from missing Taryn, what else do you think your family's gonna miss?
uh, her her paycheck.
Exactly. All right, so your program provides a total of $100,000 that'll pay you off for any kind of death to take care of this concern. Blake, this will give you and the children income every month for 3 years, just like Taryn was still there. That'll give you the time to figure out what you're going to do with your life, your job, and any other insurance money. Right now, as it stands, there's no monthly income replacement. All right. And then you're not renting or owning. All right, Blake. So we hear a lot about the Children's College Fund, Children's Protection. So this concern is that the benefit software this concern that the benefit software found had to do with your children's future education. So most families I see tell me they want their kids to have the option of going to college. Statistically, the biggest thing that would prevent that is if the kids lost one or both parents while they're minors. So the benefit software is giving you $100,000 for the college fund, which breaks down to 50,000 for each kid. Huge, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so as you can see right now, you don't have that. All right, Blake, and then also included here's a special $10,000 life insurance plan for all your children 18 and younger. When they turn 21, they can convert this up to 5 times that amount or $50,000 of permanent life insurance with no health questions. So having this in place may be their key to getting coverage later on, when they may otherwise not even be able to qualify. So your current group benefits don't provide anything permanent for your children right now.
Mm.
And then we got the terminal illness. Another important feature of the program is that if you're diagnosed with a terminal illness such as cancer, you can access half your freedom of choice and income protection benefit while you're alive. So they're providing you with 65,000 for this fund. So Blake, this gives you the chance to put your family in the best situation financially, and if you get the worst news imaginable. The remainder of the benefit would pay out to your family as a death benefit. Your current benefits don't provide anything here. As you can see, they thought of pretty much everything. All right, and then back to the group benefits. Unlike the group benefits, which you can lose, these benefits here are permanent and portable. So if you leave your job, retire, leave the union, you keep them. In addition, if you're on a qualified layoff, they'll cover the benefits for you for 3 months. And if you're ever in a situation where you'd have a qualified strike, it's up to 12 months. So this way, you and your family won't lose the benefits when you really need them the most. And by the way, you never have to pay that back.
Nice.
Yes, sir. And then the final concern here is the affordability. It's the sorry, Blake, give me 1 second here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, the final concern is affordability. Now, to take care of all these concerns is usually just way too expensive. Since we sit down people from anyone making $7 an hour and some making $77 an hour. Some are working tons of overtime, some are retired, laid off. Regardless of the situation, they wanted this to be affordable for everyone. So the way they set it up is, Blake, let's imagine your boss comes up to you at work and tells you that because things have been going so well, they're going to start paying you for 41 hours instead of 40. Now, with that extra hour wage, are you going to tell your wife it's time for matching Ferraris? Or are you going to call a travel agent and book a dream vacation from that?
No.
Exactly, of course not. Now, on the flip side of that, let's say work's a little slow and your boss comes up to you and tells you that instead of laying you off and some of your other coworkers, they're just going to send everyone home an hour early on Friday. So instead of on this side, they'd be paying you for 39 hours instead of 40. Would that loss of 1 hour wage make you have to get rid of your cell phone plan or your subscriptions, anything like that?
Nah.
Exactly. So the idea here is that 1 hour's wage won't change your lifestyle. That's exactly why they set it up this way. So let me show you how that 1 hour takes care of your concerns. I'm going to share my screen with you here. Let me know if it is pulling up in just a second. All right. Can you see that, Blake?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So, Blake, this is just to give you a visual illustration to show you how these benefits are for you. So let's pretend that over here on the left, this is going to be job A. That's the job you have currently with your normal group benefits. With job A, you're making 1475 per week. Five. And then let's say another job opens up, and we'll call this one job B on the right side here. You have the same group benefits, same coworkers, same responsibilities, same everything. The only difference is the income. So instead of that 1475 per week that you're making right now, it'd be 1435. Oops. And these are the benefits over here on job A, your current job that they have set up for you, which as you can see, they don't have any. Come on, come on. All right. So yeah, as you can see over here on job B, the only difference is that you're making that 1435, which is that 1 hour's wage difference, which like you said before, it wouldn't change anything for you. So all they did is they took that 1 hour that didn't mean much anyway, and they decided to put it towards something that would, which is handling these concerns in a very simple and straightforward way. So let's see. Looks like they got for your accident injury outpatient care. They got you at $100. That's $100 every time you go into a doctor, urgent care, or hospital for any accident or injury. And then if you end up overnight in the hospital, they got you on $200 per day that you're there. And then let's say if you end up in the ICU for any reason at all, they're going to double that and they're going to give you $400 per day that you're there. All right. And then the loss of hand, foot, sight, and eye, that's the accidental death and dismemberment that we were going over earlier. So that
Mhm.
is the $10,000 for one and the 20,000 for two. And then it's gonna go for the accidental death benefit, it's gonna go from 20,000 up to 100,000. And then we freedom of choice here, they got you set up on $30,000. That is freedom of choice 30,000. That's to take care of the funeral or cremation or whatever you decide to do. And then you got your spouse in the same 30,000. And then on the guaranteed income benefit down here, they got you on $100,000, which pays out for any kind of death to take care of this concern, and that's 100,000 for no, my bad. Three times 12. That's 100,000 for 36 months, based on 3 years of income. And then your wife, Taryn, is set up on the same. So again, yeah, that's just the $100,000 based on 36 months of your income. You guys don't need the mortgage or rent. And then we got your children's college fund down here. Um, most families I sell or see, they want me to tell, sorry about that. Most families I see tell me they want their kids to have the option of going to college. Like I said earlier, statistically, the biggest thing that would prevent the kids is losing one or both their parents as minors. So this here's got you set up for your kids at $50,000 each, which is 100,000. And then the children's life insurance down here, Blake, that's also included. It's a special $10,000 life insurance plan for all your children, 18 and younger. And again, that's the thing where when they turn 21, they can convert it to 5 times that amount or 50K for life insurance. All right, and then down here on your terminal illness benefit, they're providing you with 65,000. Blake, that gives you the chance to put your family in the best situation when the worst news comes. And your spouse is set up on the same 65,000. All right. All right, Blake. So now that I've got that all laid out for you and reviewed everything with you, I'm sure you can see why 20,000 groups choose this program above all of the others and why more families have our programs than any other companies. It's because of the value and the full circle of protection that it provides. I mean, Blake, if something bad were to happen to you, like a bad car accident, your family would receive $370,000 tax-free, all for about 1 hour's wage per week. With your current job, you can see there's no guarantee your family would receive anything at all. So, Blake, if you were to go into work tomorrow and you had a choice between job A here on the left and job B on the right, which job would you take?
Oh, job B, easily.
Exactly. Why would you do that if you're making more money over here at job A, though?
Because there's so many more benefits to job B.
That's what everyone says. It's a no-brainer. All right, I'm gonna. All right, Blake. So everyone wants these benefits, but not everyone can qualify for them. So as I mentioned before, I do have to get you qualified first. So just let me run through these questions real quick and see if we can get you qualified for them.
Perfect.
Let me. All right, can you see my screen again, Blake?
I can.
You see the QR checklist?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm just gonna run through these questions with you real quick, and this is just see if you'll qualify for the benefits. All right.
Perfect.
So, has any proposed insured ever been treated or advised to be treated for alcoholism or alcohol abuse, including membership in AA?
No.
Awesome. Any of you guys ever used drugs that were not prescribed by a physician, such as cocaine, amphetamines, barbiturates, hallucinogens?
No.
Awesome. Good to hear. Have either of you guys ever had their driver's license suspended or revoked because of a moving violation or been arrested while for DUI?
No.
Awesome. Either of you guys flown with the intention of flying it yourself, as in being a pilot, not riding as a passenger?
No.
Cool. And then have either of you guys participated in the last 2 years or intend to participate anytime soon in any of these auto, motorcycle, or boat racing, parachute jumping, skin or scuba or skydiving?
Mm-mm.
Awesome. Either of you guys been advised to take tests and then not done so or not received the results, been diagnosed as having or received treatment for high blood pressure, chest pain, heart attack, stroke, or any heart or blood or disorder?
Nope.
Awesome. Either of you guys been treated for diabetes or any other endocrine disorder?
Mm-mm.
What about paralysis, epilepsy, mental disease, or any disorder of the nervous system or brain disorder?
Mm-mm.
Alrighty. Either of you guys ever had arthritis or any injury to or trouble with your back, knees, or any of your joints?
No, sir.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge and belief, do you have any physical impairment or departure from good health?
Healthy as an ox, man.
All right. Either of you guys been advised to take tests and then not done so for treatment or diagnosis for cancer, tumor, or unexplained masses?
Mm-mm.
All right. Either of you guys ever been rejected for life or medical hospital insurance, rated or failed to receive a policy as applied for?
Nope.
Gotcha. In the last 5 years, have you had a physical examination, Blake?
Yes.
Good. Any medical treatment that includes prescriptions and medications in the last 5 years?
No.
Okay. Either of you guys currently a resident in a nursing home or ever been diagnosed as having a terminal illness, including Alzheimer's?
No.
Great. Either of you guys been treated for any of these asthma, emphysema, sleep apnea, or any other respiratory disorder?
Mm-mm.
All right. What about ulcers, colitis, or any other digestive tract disorder?
Uh-uh.
All right. Cirrhosis, hepatitis, or any other liver disorder or blood disorder, or have either of you received a bone marrow transplant?
Nope.
Awesome. Kidney, prostate, urinary bladder, or any kidney, prostate, urinary bladder, or any I don't know this
Genital
word.
urinary?
Thank you. Thank you. Any of those disorders?
No.
Awesome. Okay. And then what about disease of the breast, uterus, or ovaries?
No.
All right. Rheumatoid arthritis or any other musculoskeletal disorder?
Uh-uh.
All right. Loss of hearing or loss of sight? Uh, Either of you guys been treated for AIDS or diagnosed with AIDS-related conditions?
No,
Good to hear. Either of you guys tested positive for any of the antibodies for AIDS?
no,
Alrighty. Blake, do you or Taryn smoke cigarettes or use tobacco in any form at all?
no. Thank
Good, good.
goodness.
And then Blake, have you or Taryn used marijuana in the past year?
Nope.
Awesome. All right. Okay, Blake. So I'm not the underwriter, but based on what I'm seeing here with your answers and everything, it looks like we should be able to get you qualified for those benefits.
Cool.
So that was the QR checklist, which is the mandatory checklist that we review with all the members. It just explains that enrollment process. The first thing the checklist talks about is the way the benefits are handled.
Okay.
So let me make this a little bit bigger. All right, Blake. So the program is set up on a once a month automatic bank withdrawal from your bank. Having it done this way, it gives you that discounted rate.
Okay.
So your program is only set up at only $130 a month. Um, and obviously the company is not going to draft four times out of the month from your account. So it'll just do that one time monthly premium draft, which is the 130. And
Okay.
that can come out anytime between the 9th and the 23rd. What date works best for you, Blake?
Did you say 130?
Yes, sir.
And then what were the dates? The ninth and the what?
The 9th through the 23rd.
Hmm. 130, and there's no way it could go any lower.
If it's uncomfortable for you, we can fix it. Um, yeah, let me make a couple adjustments.